Hey, what's up, my friend? So in this video, right, you'll discover the truth about day trading. Because let's be honest, right, you're watching this video right now because you want to day trade because of the freedom that, it could present, right? You want to be trading by the beach, trading by the pool, the seaside, sipping a little glass of, pina coladas. Woo! But let's be honest down here, right? Day trading is more than that, right? So that's why in today's video, I want to share with you the truth about day trading so you don't get caught with your pants down. And also, right, provide with you practical tips and techniques that you can use, right, to make sure you survive, right, in your day trading career. So for example, you'll learn, right, the biggest reason why day traders fail. And it's nothing to do with your trading strategy or system. You also learn why the environment is rigged against you and how you can actually level the playing field. Then we also talk about the real cost of day trading that most traders, most gurus will never tell you. All this and more. Sounds good? Then here's what I want you to do right now, right? Hit the thumbs up button, right? And subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is all below. This way, whenever I publish a new video, you'll always, get up to date. Sounds good? Then let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to know is that, number one, the biggest reason why traders fail at day trading is not because of your trading system or strategy. It's because of your transaction cost. Let me prove it to you, right, with very simple math. So you get my point, right? Why transaction cost is such a critical component in day trading. So let's assume that you have a $5,000 trading account, right? It's just simple hypothetical scenario. Let's say every time you buy, it costs you $5, and every time you sell, it costs you another $5. So each transaction, right, it's $10 per trade. Okay, $10 per trade. $10 per trade. And let's say you have an average of about 2 trades per day. Okay, and each month there's 20 trading days a month. So in other words, right, each month you're going to take 40 trades. So 40 trades multiplied by $10 per trade is going to cost you, right, in total of about $400 a month in transaction cost. $400 a month. Okay? So $400 a month, let's put things in perspective over here. You have a $5,000 trading account and you need $400 a month just to break even. Right? Before even seeing a single cent of profit, you must cough up $400 because that's your transaction cost. And you put things in relative terms, that is equivalent to 8% a month return just to break even. And you put that in a yearly term, that's a 72% return that you need to break even. So before even your trading year has started, you know that to this year, I need to make a minimum of 72% a year, right? 8 multiplied by 12, right? Multiply by 12 over here. That's why you get 72% to break even. Think about this. Are you able to consistently generate 72% a year? Probably not. I don't think so. So what's the solution to this? So first and foremost, very important is that you must get a low-cost broker. There are numerous low-cost brokers out there, stock brokers which are very low cost. Look into it. Don't randomly start with any broker because transaction cost will be a huge impact, right, to your own trading results as a day trader. So don't neglect this. Go with a low-cost broker. Do a Google, do a research review, right, and find one. This is very important. It's even more important than your trading system itself, right? Maybe your system makes like 40-50% a year, but if you're going to pay 72% in transaction costs, you're still going to be a loser. Number 2, small trading account. Is this enough to trade for a living, right? Again, let's do it with math. Let's say this time around you up the ante, you have a $10,000 trading account. Okay, and I do not know how much you need to live a month, right? Let's say you need $2,000 to live a month. Maybe you're single, you don't really need much. $2,000 a month is enough. And putting things in perspective, $2,000 a month on a $10,000 trading account, that's 20% return a month. Okay? And putting things in a yearly perspective, you're looking at a return of 240% a year. So if you have a $10,000 trading account and you want to make $2,000 a month, thereabout, you're looking at a return of a 240% a year. I think you know where I'm coming from, right? Clearly, a small trading account, clearly a $10,000 trading account won't cut it. Well, there are two solutions to this. Number one, don't survive on $2,000 a month, right? If you reduce it to surviving on $200 a month, then hey, that's about 2% a month. That might be doable. Okay, excluding transaction costs first, okay? 2% a month, right? If you can survive on $200 a month, which is 2% of this $10,000 trading account, then hey, this might work out. But I don't think you can survive on $200 a month. So what's the solution? Start with a decent account size, okay? So I know this is a bummer, but this is the truth, right? If you're going to start with a $5,000, $10,000 trading account, you can trade, but don't expect to earn a living from it, a full-time living especially. You need to have at least a decent account size to start off trading, right? Minimum, I would say $100,000. So if you make 2 or 3% of that a month, that's about $2,000, $3,000 a month. Okay, so put things in perspective over here. Next, your environment is against you. What do I mean by that? Okay, so when you are day trading, when you're trading for a living, okay, you can imagine that, you have certain expectations that you want to make per month. Let's say, for example, you want to make like, $3,000 a month, maybe to pay the bills, the mortgage, the house, allowance for the kids, whatsoever. And you know that if you make 3% a month, okay, that would pretty much meet your needs, right? Maybe if a 100K account, 3% a month is all you need. But here's the thing, right? Trading isn't smooth sailing all the time, right? There is ups and downs. Market conditions change. You'll go into a drawdown. And imagine that you are currently in a drawdown right now. Maybe that, it's the 15th of July and you've lost 3% of your trading account. And right now, right, you are holding on to a trade, and that trade is about to be a loser as well. So if that trade becomes a loser, you're down 4%. So can you imagine your thought process right now? Man, I'm down 3% a month, man, Rayner. And this trade is not looking too good, man. What should I do? Maybe I could widen my stop loss. If I widen my stop loss, I might not have to take the loss. And the market, if it reverses, I might not have to take a losing trade on this. Or how about let me average into my losers. If I average into my losers and the market does a slight rally, I could make back everything and more. Nah, not too bad. Sounds good. So can you see how that thought process come about? That thought process came about because your environment is against you. You are in an environment where it's hard to thrive, right? Because of the circumstance you're in, paying the bills, mortgages, liabilities, kids, school, whatsoever. So what can you do about this? Right? My suggestion is this: when you want to get involved in day trading, you want to remove the need to make money syndrome, right? That what the thought process that I shared with you earlier, that little, person talking over here making money this month. That's the need to make money syndrome. And you want to remove this. And the way you remove this, right, is to set aside money, right, for your living expenses. Ideally 12 months. So no matter what happens, right, whether this month you lose money, next month you lose money, it doesn't matter because you already have money set aside, right, to pay the bills, to pay whatever you need to pay. So you can just focus entirely on your trading. So you don't, have weird actions of like averaging into your losers, doubling down and stuff like that. So this will help you, right? Setting money aside to cover your living expenses, your needs and whatsoever. Next, you're a slave to the markets, right? So forget about trading 1-2 hours a day. Forget about trading, by the pool, right? By the seaside and whatsoever. When you want to do day trading, it's a full-time endeavor. Let me just break it down for you simply, right? There are 3 different stage to it. Number 1 is the pre-market hours, right? So you're not just going to open your computer, draw some lines. Oh, the price is at support, let's buy, right? Price hit resistance, sell. No, it doesn't happen that way. You got to come in prepared. And how do you prepare, right? First off, right, before the market opens, right, you have what we call the pre-market hours. So during the pre-market hours, you want to be aware of the news that's coming up. What are some high-impact coming news that might affect, right, the markets you're trading? Right, you want to draw your levels, right? The key levels you want to be trading for this day, right? Maybe support, resistance, your pivot points, whatsoever. Then you want to develop a trade plan for the day. Like for example, what is the current market structure? If it's trending higher, I want to be, buying dips, in this market session. Market is in a range that I want to be, buying high, selling low, maybe at support resistance. If market is in a downtrend, then I want to be selling rallies. So you can see that in the pre-market hours is where you prepare for your trading day ahead. And conservatively, right, you need 1 to 2 hours for this to plan for your trading session. And during market hours is where the market is open and you would have to be, sitting in front of the screen and watching the markets and, see if there's any trading opportunities. You can set some alerts and stuff like that, but it's unlikely that you can get away from the desk for very long. Why is that? So let's say that you're trading on a 5 minutes time frame, right? Every 5 minutes, a new candle is going to paint. So for the 4 minutes and 59 seconds, you can, run away, play a game on PS3, you can go to the toilet, drink some water, but you're going to be back. And look how the next candle performs, because that's where it could be your entry trigger. That could be your exit signal. You got to be doing some trade management. I do not know. So you can see that the time frame that you're trading, the lower it is, right, the more glued to the screen you have to be. Unlike, let's say, someone who's trade off the daily time frame. Every day, every 24 hours, only one candle is going to be painted. So you clearly, right, don't have to be at the screen all day. So you get my point, okay? And after the market hours, you have the post-market hours. What is this, right? So after your trading day is done, you don't just pack a bag. Oh, party time. No. Right? You got to journal down your trades and see what happened today, right? Where do you make your money? Where do you lose? Do you follow your trading plan? Okay? Screen capture the chart so you can, review them on the weekends or at the end of the session if you want to. So you can see that post-market hours, you got to do your so-called packing up. All right? And concluding your daily session, right? What you've been through to review and see how you can improve on things. So post-market hours, again, 1-2 hours a day. So if you add this up, let's say this one is 1 hour, this one is 10 hours, this one is 1 hour. You're looking at a minimum of 12 hours a day trading the markets. 12 hours a day. That's half the time that you're awake. So for some of you, trading might be your passion, then hey, please feel free to go ahead. But for those of you who are thinking right now, Rayner, I guess day trading is not really for me, what can I do? Well, there are other trading methods out there like, swing trading and position trading. I won't go into too much details, but they pretty much trade off the higher time frame. If you want to learn more, you can go down to my website, tradingwithrayner.com, and I cover this other trading approach. Next, the real cost of day trading. So here's the thing, right? Let's say you are a profitable day trader. And let's say you make $40,000 a year day trading. Just an example. So let me ask you a trick question. How much did you make this year? Did you say $40,000? Well, that's not quite the complete picture, because you can't just take that $40,000 at face value. Because if, let's say, before day trading, right, you were working at a job earning $60,000 a year, okay? $60,000 a year at your previous job. Okay, let's call it previous job, and now $40K a year, let's call it day trading. Your cost of day trading is $20,000, right? That is your opportunity cost, because you can be somewhere else working full-time, making $20,000 more. So that is the cost of day trading. And I've not even factored in the time factor, whether you're working longer hours or not. And probably you are. Okay, so this is the real cost of day trading, the opportunity cost. So how can you so-called reduce this opportunity cost? Number one, right, before you get involved in day trading, start with a really low paying job. Right, I'm just kidding. The way you do it is you want to make it a must to grow your trading account. So let's say, right, the way you had that, let's say the way you had that $40,000 return for the year, let's say is from a 40% return that year, right? That's how you make 40K, 40% a year. Let me make my life easier, okay? Let's say you consistently achieve, right, 50% a year from day trading, okay? So if you have a 100K account, 50% is $50,000. But if you have a 200K account, that 50% is now $100,000. And if you have a 500K account, that 50% is now $250,000. So you get my point, right? Is that if you want to overcome opportunity costs, right, make it a must to grow your trading account, because the big money is made, right, through compounding, not withdrawal. If you constantly withdraw from your trading account, the account gets smaller and smaller, and it's very difficult to compound, right? It's very difficult to earn a healthy income from it. So you got to make it a must to grow your trading account, maybe through, working some part-time jobs, maybe through finding some external funding source, investors, I don't rob a bank, I'm just kidding, and stuff like that. So make it a must to grow your trading account, okay? So with that said, right, let's do a quick recap to what we have covered so far. I know things are not very sexy, right? But this is the truth, right? And this is really what will, get you started, right, on the right side of day trading, or even to leave it, right, if you think this is not for you. Number one, trade with a low cost broker, right? You can see that how transaction cost plays a huge impact, right, on your trading. Number two, start with a decent account size. I recommend at least 100K. Number three, set aside at least 12 months of living expenses. Number four, be prepared, right? You'll spend hours in front of the screen, right? This isn't, let me trade 1 hour a day, go by the pool and enjoy life. No, it doesn't work that way. And number five, make it a must to grow your trading account, right? So this way, right, you can let the power of compounding work for you and you can make more money in the long run. Sounds good? Then here's what I want you to do right now. If you want to learn, trading techniques that you can apply to day trading or intraday trading, you can go down to my website over here. Okay, tradingwithrayner.com. The link is on top over here. Then scroll down. There's this guide over here, the ultimate guide to price action trading. Click this orange button, right? I'll send it to your inbox for free, right? So this way you can learn how to better read the price action of the markets, better time your entries, and this works, right? Whether it's on a 5 minutes, 15 minutes time frame, or the daily time frame. So if you are wanting to learn about day trading, then hey, this guide would help you as well. So with that said, I have come towards the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, right? If you do, hit the thumbs up button, right? And subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is all below. Feedback, comments, let me know below, and I'll do my best to help. So with that said, I wish you good luck and good trading. I will talk to you soon.